What's up, y'all? My name is Ebony, and I want to welcome you to another episode of the Adult Puberty Podcast. So, all right, y'all. So today, I am in my feels a bit. I was going to do another episode for today, but then I found this poem that I wrote literally 20 years ago. And, it was my first time reading that poem in I don't even know how long, to be honest. At least 10 years. Like, I think longer than that. So I thought like I would do something different today and share that with you guys. So I just couldn't, do the episode I was going to do and be all like, yeah, so blah, 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 because just I'm not feeling that today. It's still like I feel my emotions hard. And, it sucks sometimes. So, yeah, I don't do anything. And so when unpleasant ones come up like today, I just feel it. So anyway, I am going to read this poem that I wrote 20 years ago. And the poem is called Just Me. So let me just give you some background to this. So I think this might have been the first time that I wrote a poem for real. Cause and the only reason I did is because I was feeling so many things, right? I had gone through a breakup and I really thought that I would be with this person, right? And it didn't work out because he was a liar. So, I just can't, I couldn't do it. So anyway, because I am someone who feels their feels, it took me a really long time to get through the grieving process of that relationship and, feel my feels. So at the end of it, I just had all of this something on the inside. And I'm like, the only thing that seemed to work was like a poem. And I had never written a poem. So I wrote this poem and I went to perform it, which was a whole nother thing, so as a part of my own therapy, right? This was therapy for me. So again, the poem is called Just Me by me. I've now come out of the eye of the storm. As the summer days grow longer, my days of personal hell become shorter. I no longer feel the need to mourn the loss of a relationship not built or meant to last. Too busy living my today to live in moments of my past. I have a sense of peace and joy I never knew could be. They follow me, even as I walk into my quiet, manless apartment. I can still appreciate this time for what it is, just for me. This time for me is not just a time of preparation or anticipation of meeting the one. It's also a time to explore me, to enjoy me, to notice the smaller things like how flowers smile for days off of just one kiss from the sun. I'm learning to truly love myself without stepping into the realm of being vain, to not run from myself as I learn myself, even if some things I uncover cause me pain. I sometimes get an awkward silence when I tell people that Jesus is the man in my life, or that I'm becoming a Proverbs 31 single woman before I become that virtuous wife. I no longer treat my body as a wasteland for men to dump their unwanted babies that have yet to see a destiny. My body is a temple in which to honor the one who lives in me. As I get into right relationship with the Most High, I learn the look and feel of true love and passion. and neither one involves a hand moving up my thigh. In a world of plus one, it's sometimes hard to explain this time of just me. I get questions like, you seriously only put one on your RSVP? My friends laugh at me because to me, there's something liberating about eating alone. Being able to withstand the pity stares without pretending to be on my cell phone. I thought I was part of an elite group of people who, for a given moment in their lives, embrace singleness. But the naysayers tell me that people are single because of a lack of options, and that being single by choice is a feel-good myth. So I hear things like, I wouldn't go if I didn't have a date to go with. Listen to this. Happily ever after. Happy after what? For a good part of my life, I saw happiness as a distant destination with a man at the end to give it to me. Thank God I've learned that true happiness is a journey I must purposely travel daily during my life. It's not a prize I get dependent upon whether or not I become some man's wife. Now, don't get me wrong. Someday, I want to be married. But even then, my husband won't be my happiness. He'll add to an already existing happiness. That's why this time of just me is so important. Marriage is sacred. Marriage is a blessing. I don't want to be at the altar stuttering saying I do because now I'm second guessing. I found a beauty within, invisible to the shallow and simple, and so much more than skin deep. See, it's the beauty that secretly draws you when we first meet. It's totally void of any outside influence. Clothes don't make or enhance this beauty. It isn't born from comments like, girl, I like the way them jeans hug your booty. I'd be lying if I said loneliness doesn't come and visit me every now and then. Still talking that same old, I'll be your man and your best friend. As I sit and talk to loneliness, I hear joy coming in. So I tell loneliness, look, you gotta go. But on his way out, he asks, what? You don't love me no more? I say to my Adam, whoever you are, that the Lord is preparing me so that when our time comes, you will know that I possess the rib of your flesh that you've been missing. But before I can fully appreciate you and graciously receive the idea of we, I have to first embrace and be content with just me. I appreciate y'all for listening, and I guess I had some feelings this morning because I'm like, damn, I wrote that 20 years ago, right? I was 25 when I wrote that. And I'm like, I still ain't found nobody in 20 years. Like I've had relationships, obviously. I've had relationships that I thought would be the ones that I wanted to be the one. But it just didn't happen for a lot of different reasons. But the simplest reason is that we weren't meant to be. And sometimes that's hard to accept, especially when you want something so bad with somebody or just to be with somebody. Like, I remember in my 20s and like early 30s, like getting married and having kids and the whole thing. I more so prayed for like marriage, but like that was like, I used to pray for that a lot. Like I wanted so badly to be in a loving relationship because I am such a loving person. Right. And I just wanted somebody to reciprocate that in a way that I needed, to feel loved and to be on the same page with somebody, it's I think I've learned that just because somebody is cool, and y'all get along doesn't mean that you should be together. And I value having things in common, right? It's not you need to be somebody who likes camping and this, that. It's not that, but it's just, I think for me, having things in common from like a soul aspect, the person that you are, who I am. So I don't know, y'all. It's just me and my feels. Like I said, just, thinking about, being single at 44, and, I don't feel like my life is over or that, it's too late, but, going it alone gets old sometimes. And, yeah. So I ain't got no quote. So I'm just going to say peace out, y'all. Till next time.